Good morning. It is 8:02 a.m. on Monday, January 18th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. It is Martin Luther King Day. So that's a holiday for the company I'm working at, and so not working today. But you know, gosh, already feel awkward. I didn't carefully prepare like what I wanted to say about it exactly. It's something that I want to support because I believe in being anti-racist, which obviously the terminology on this continues to evolve, but one of the things that I think I've started to see in the last year is this emphasis that it's not enough to just not be racist yourself. You have to oppose it actively anywhere you see it in the world, right? I it's, it's always a challenge to try to talk about complex subjects early in the morning, but I did read a tweet this morning that was from one of I don't have it handy, so I believe it was Martin Luther King's daughter. In any case, it was reflecting on, everyone on this day every year talks about the I Have a Dream speech, which, to be sure, is a very powerful piece of oratory and very memorable. But one of the things that this tweet highlighted is an interview from later in his life before he was assassinated, where he was talking about feeling like, it's still a struggle. And in particular, one of the issues that he highlighted then was police brutality. And as we saw with all of the Black Lives Matter protests and that we had this year, I mean, if that topic is still just as present today, I think that there might be some, like, when we say it might be progress to say that at least you probably have fewer people who are willing to openly express these racist points of view, even though I feel like even that is starting to slip. But nonetheless, maybe we're finding out about more of these incidents because of increased awareness of these things. So maybe that's, some degree of progress, but it's not enough. And I think that a big part of, so I don't claim to be any sort of an expert on this subject, but what strikes me as frustrating every time we have one of these cases where it seems like there's just an egregious level of either brutality or recklessness, and a person of color or black people especially are treated more harshly or with more violence or more suspicion than a white person would be. And, especially with this, even though we're now hearing more about prosecutions of people who participated in the storming the Capitol, it does just feel like if it were a bunch of people of color, we probably would have seen a lot more violence than we did. And it just seems obvious that that's true. And there's just this. One of the things that I've also kind of heard on people say is that, like it shows the double standard, but some people kind of want to push back on that and say it's not that it's a double standard, it's that the standard is that you do one thing for one group of people and another for another. Like, it's not that it's one standard misapplied, it's that, like, it's built in that that's, no, that is how you do it. I, uh, see, this is one of the risks of a show like this where I speak off the cuff first thing in the morning. I don't always feel like I have my thoughts organized very well. What I guess I was going to emphasize is one of the reasons that it seems so frustrating that over and over again police officers will uh, do these these assaults or these killings and then are found to be acquitted is that right now the laws are written in such a way that in a lot of cases the court doesn't have a lot of choice because the law literally says the law protects that, and so I think what maybe I'm going to use today's video to advocate for is, you hear about phrases like qualified immunity and that sort of thing. What we need is changes at the legal level, because right now it's not enough for people to just be aware and angry when these incidents occur. We need to figure out a way to actually fix the problem. And, the idea of trying to, change some of the laws where all it takes is for a police officer to be able to say afterwards, oh, well, I was scared, and that's enough for them to have killed somebody. And that's all it takes. And like by law. So, okay, I don't feel like I really expressed anything of particular insight or coherence in this video because I didn't plan it out or anything like that, but it is an issue that I do think about, and I think on a day, like today, Martin Luther King Day, it shouldn't be the only day we think about these things. But that also doesn't mean that you don't think about them on this day. So, yeah. Gosh, that's terrible. Support people of color and black people. Advocate for, you know, uh, ending police brutality however we can. And I will leave it there, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.